Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and today I'm here with something extremely special. Activision have provided me with a demo build of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2, and as you can see, we're here in the iconic warehouse. My skills of playing Tony Hawk are truly, once again, as you can see, not phenomenal. I play the game for fun. I am by no means a competitive player or even a decent player. However, I thought I'd show my live go of me like running through the first few times and just sort of getting readjusted and noticing any little changes and stuff like that, the way the game feels in comparison to other Tony Hawk games in the series. I will say this. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with how it plays. It definitely does not play like the Pro Skater 5 / Pro Skater HD. It is a lot more fluid in just the movement and the way the grinding. It doesn't kind of like attach on as much. It's sort of hard to explain it. I'm nowhere near as good at explaining it with Tony Hawk with like some of the mechanics like that. I'm sure that Square-Eyed Jack will do a much better job with that kind of thing because he's like an absolute legend of the Tony Hawk community, if you will, and I'm sure he got access to this game as well. But one thing that I really dig with it is the sound effects, and I dig the environment a whole heap. One thing you'll notice as well, and I'm going to show off the settings in a little bit as well, is that this is very much you are like a base stat guy. I'll show you Tony Hawk's stats, but the one thing that really is to me very noticeable is his shortcomings in his stats are very apparent when you play. Now, I don't know if this is when I was a kid and so I was just nowhere near as good at noticing it, but I always felt like a lot of the time when I would do like stat points, I'd never quite be able to tell major differences unless it was a lot more significant. You see here we've got a session results. We do not in this demo see that how they've locked it out. We actually don't get any challenges or anything like that, but we do have a gap checklist. I think that the overall environment and the decision to make it like a daytime thing, I actually really like that. Something about it feels like very much fresh, and again, it's nothing like the one in Underground 2 or in the first one, but I think it is a great level to actually try out your skills. I think that the overall user interface is pretty good. The special units, I wish that they'd sort of pimp that out a little bit more, because if you look at the rest of the environment with all the graffiti and you look at some of the other menu stuff I'm going to show you in a little bit, to me it kind of almost seems like a wasted opportunity to not have a real pimped out special that you can customize much like you can do in the later especially to a bigger extent in the later Tony Hawk games. I know it was always available in a fair few of them. But yeah, we've got it's definitely an upgrade, a visual upgrade from Pro Skater HD. To be honest, this may revoke my Tony Hawk card, but I never hated, or maybe abhors, not is the right word actually. I never truly hated Pro Skater HD, mainly because of the fact that it actually added Pro Skater 3 levels, and I wish we actually got more of that. I wish we got 4 as well, but I'm still holding out hope that this doing well will actually mean that we'll finally get something else, get maybe either 3 levels added because they're much in the style of 1, and then 4 and Underground. I know it becomes difficult because then you have the whole challenge based system where you go around and talk to people and blah blah blah. Yeah, my best score, I've jumped to a later attempt, but I've got a really good score. I got 260,000 at one point. Yeah, 276,000. There we go. Now here are some of the boards, some of the decks that we actually have. This is, of course, I'm playing as Tony Hawk, the only unlocked character in this demo. Yeah, I really dig all of the graphical styles here. It reminds me, for some reason, it actually reminds me of Underground. Even though it's more refined, HDified. You see you've got also different unlockable things. I'm guessing that there's not going to just be 3. I would assume there's going to be more than that, but for now that's all we have. But yeah, Tony Hawk, you press triangle, unfortunately, can't change, can't play as anything else. I think I might do a later video as well where I try out all the gaps and try out all the tricks like specifically. But you'll see here we have all the different tricks, and yeah, this is all in your skater profile up at the top there. And I really like this. Again, I really like the graphical user interface, and this is my stats, by the way. As you can see, speed, that's why I felt so slow. I guess it's because is this his scores in the basic one, because like in the original game, because yeah, it'd be interesting. Like yeah, Tony definitely, that's one thing, playing as Tony, it does feel slow, which you may be wondering, oh my god, like is this game gonna be slow? No, it's because his stats are slow. I'm really excited to actually pimp out my character and actually get the stat points up and then feel how it plays, because I would say it plays quite well. Although one style of play, which you're going to see here, if you look at my camera view and the gameplay options far, you'll see that any ability that I may have had is completely and utterly removed when you play with this mode, which is, I guess this would be, I'd say this would be a pretty decent request, is to have these different kind of, for example, you'll notice there, I'm going to restart run because it was that bad. You basically have these different camera modes which emulate other skating games, you know, which are very popular, extra large, if you will, or just skate. And you'll see that basically what happens is, see the angle there, to me, makes it next to impossible to ever get that landing. Like I'm testing, I'm like, how is it working? This is me testing it, by the way. I'm literally just holding it down just to see. There we go. It's very strange to play in this mode, but there's other modes too. There's 4 modes. So there's normal, there's low, there's far, and then there's something else I'm going to show you in a minute. See, like, I cannot master this particular mode. I genuinely cannot master it. I already know all the hate me get in the comments for showing off a more unbridled video, showing off mistakes rather than pretending that I'm, you know, perfect at it. But it honestly, guys, I am actually having a lot of fun. All right, so then we have this mode, which feels very familiar to the modern skating scene of video games. I don't know how to say that, be more cryptic, but yeah, this mode makes it feel like really technical. It makes Tony Hawk feel like it's like this technical skating game when it's like more of, you know, it's an arcade style. I love it, like the way he jumps and stuff. It almost feels like the animations are totally different, but it's all just perspective. That's the thing, it's literally all just perspective here. But I think this is a fantastic feature and something that people will definitely appreciate, and it's going to make for I don't know, I feel like to see like epic lines in this mode, unlike me not being able to do it properly, it's going to be something that I'm really very much looking forward to. I can't, the thing is, my spin and like air and stuff like that, it's just not giving me enough time. I am actually attempting to fall off here by like leaning back like that. I just want to see what happens. Give you a wall plant in this mode. There we go. So it's all very easy, and you can change it very quickly as well. All you have to do is go into the main menu. There's my session results. Still haven't beat that 276,000 pointer. That's a bloody big one. That Lose Control song, by the way, back in the bottom. It was the bottom right that was just there. So good. I absolutely love it. All right. Anyway, let's change the mode. Let's go to, so that was near, now we'll go low. Retry level. So now it's like sort of it's different. Again, for me, it takes getting used to, for sure. I definitely see the difference, but it definitely takes getting used to. That's all I can say. I cannot seem to land tricks properly when I do that. That's the thing that's annoying me. But I mean, as I said at the start, I would not call myself a great player at the game. Especially like the game I'm probably best at Tony Hawk wise is actually Tony Hawk's Underground. That'd be the best one, which I know is like such a generic answer because that's where a lot of people got into the series. I personally, I got into it from Underground, renting it from borrowing it off a friend. But yeah, Underground to me, like when I went back and played, like when I was younger, when I went back and played 1 and 2, it being not having like the reverse and stuff like that, that was me trying to do a spine transfer, but I'm actually just trying to, yeah, there we go, because you can do a hip transfer as well. There we go. By the way, there are also abilities that you can turn on, or mods you can turn off and on, which I really appreciate as well. So like, for example, never bail, always special, etc, which is very much a welcome addition, which obviously was in other games as well, but I mean, I don't know if it's available just in the demo, but I'm guessing that you're not going to be able to like complete things if you have those mods on. Like, that would make sense. And so I'll leave you with the gap checklist here, and also going for a 900, which I cannot seem to revert out of it. So that's my big failing. Need to get some more. I need to improve my stats, which I can't in this demo. But again, thank you to Activision for allowing me to play the game. Cannot wait for you guys to be able to play it. It's going to be very soon that you'll be able to, and I will see you with future Tony Hawk videos. Goodbye.